What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Thank you for coming back and watching us. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe.
Smash that like button if you're into smashing like button.
Oh yeah, smash it.
So for everybody new here, this is a 91 Jeep XJ. This belongs to Zachary.
And tonight, we are actually installing like $550 worth of cooling system into this $600 Jeep.
Why? I don't know. Ask him.
It's Texas. I want to keep it cool. So,
fun quick story. Last time we did a wheeling video, it's like 95 degrees outside, Texas summer, and we're going down the trail, and Zach's like, oh my God, I gotta turn the heater on. Cause he saw the temp gauge move just like a hair, little past like the middle, basically, am I right?
Yeah.
The temp gauge moved a little bit. So this kid puts the heater on full blast with windows up because we can't let mud come in. So here we are, 95-degree day, heat blasting out this Jeep. I'm sweating my balls off.
yeah, so the reason why is because the actual radiator is just too old and the Jeep is actually running a little too hot than what it should be running normally. And so that's why I had to run with the heater on. Even while I'm driving, I have to run with the heater on just to allow the thermostat to stay open constantly so that it can help get the coolant into the block and help keep it cool. It hasn't overheated yet, so basically all we're doing is doing preventive maintenance onto the Jeep. And so that is why we're installing a brand new aluminum radiator with an aluminum shroud and 3 fans on it.
So as y'all may notice, I'm obviously noticing this, there is no winch on this Jeep. Why is that, Zach? Why is that? The winch is not present.
Timothy.
Present.
Thank you.
It's not present.
The reason why the winch is not on there right now is because when I was drilling it, I didn't drill in the right spots, so the holes weren't lining up. So I decided to just take it off because there was no point of having it on there when it's useless and you only have 2 bolts bolted up onto it. So here pretty soon, hopefully what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the plasma cutter and actually cut this section out and re-weld a new plate into it so I can just basically restart this fresh, or what I was thinking was actually cutting it out and actually cutting that square tubing out and bringing the winch down in here and welding a plate into there. Just to make a deal with what type of the bumper I have, you know, I plan on replacing this bumper. So
let's show them real quick the holes that you messed up on, not me. Okay, so this right here is where the winch once was, and as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna count that as 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 tries, all to no avail.
10 tries with only 2 good attempts that actually worked, but then the other 2 other 8 or whatever didn't work. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is actually just cut this out with a plasma cutter and then re-weld a new plate onto it and then just restart and drill with proper how the way to do it. Or I'm just going to cut this out, cut the square tubing out inside and integrate the winch into the bumper right here. Even though I already plan on replacing this bumper, I'm going to use with what I got. So it's still a good bumper, but I just hate the design and it looks ugly to me, honestly.
So what's step number 1 tonight? What's the first thing we're doing?
Okay, so I kind of already did it just a little bit, but step number 1, so whenever you're removing a radiator or replacing a radiator on a 91 Jeep Cherokee, what you have to do is there's this little 90-degree flap. I don't really know what the heck it is, but it goes in there. Anyways, you remove that, and then next thing what you want to do is take all these bolts out that are up on here out, so you can literally just lift it up and take it out. And also to make it go a lot easier, make it a lot easier, what you want to do is actually remove your fan shrouds. I had a electronic fan right here that's actually laying on the ground right there. It's a piece of crap, by the way. Yeah. So I removed that one and the shroud right here. And so the next step really is to unbolt the radiator mounting bracket. So one here and one here. And that's already... Okay.
Wait, let's get close up of that real quick.
That's not even mounted in. This is... Okay, whatever. And so... And there's some metal ties right there. That's lovely. So anyways, after you remove the brackets, what you're gonna do is essentially just lift it up. But what you wanna do before that is to actually drain this radiator, because you can't lift it up with all the hoses connected. So that's what we're about to do. And yeah.
What was your solution? Oh yeah, so Zach calls me up, says, Gabe, do you have a 5-gallon bucket? I do not have a 5-gallon bucket. So he's like, don't worry, I got a solution. Now here at Novice Garage, we're all about improvising solutions, yada yada yada. Here is Zach's solution.
Right there. It's an Allsup's cooler.
I mean, quick note, Allsup's got the dankest sunflower seeds, just gonna say. They really do. So this looks like something you transfer some ghetto organs in or something.
Or some beer.
Yeah.
Did you bring beer?
Anyways, so the coolant's gonna go in there.
Yep.
And hopefully it doesn't leak.
So when you're trying to drain the coolant, it's actually easier if there's a drain plug underneath the radiator. As I've looked, I can't find a drain plug, and I know somebody is probably going to comment something saying,
We call them keyboard warriors.
yeah, keyboard warriors.
Keyboard,
like,
keyboard.
Do the drain plug, there's right there. Well, sadly, I can't find a drain plug. So what I'm going to do is actually disconnect the clamp from the hose going into the block, and hopefully at the same time not get any coolant on my face, because it still might be a little warm. I really don't feel like burning my face tonight. So we are attempting that, to take that off and attempting to get that into here. Don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to go for it. We're going to send it.
A few moments later.
Oh, shit. I think I got that on camera. You should tell me to record. That's a lot. Well, at least you got it, Ricky Bobby.
Get the key litter.
Where's cat litter at? There you go, fam. That did not go as planned.
No.
So what we're gonna go ahead and do is take the radiator out and put the Jeep in neutral and just push it back so we can clean up the mess we already made within 5 minutes of making this video.
Yeah. Guys, it's always good to be, work in a clean workshop area. You don't want to be crawling around, laying around in freaking
Golf clap, so proud.
holes. Okay, so before you can actually remove the radiator itself, I honestly didn't even know this, so we're both learning something new. You have 2 lines connecting to the radiator itself. This takes a 19mm open wrench. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to smack that. So just take some time to removing it, because you're using a wrench, not a socket. Oh, here's the old radiator. Pretty old. It's actually the factory one, which is pretty cool, but still pretty shitty.
Let's show them these 2 fittings real quick. So we actually, okay, so right here on the driver's side, you have your 2 transmission cooler lines. You have one on the top, one on the bottom. The one on the top just unscrews real easily. The one on the bottom is different. This actually will come out from the radiator, because since we're putting a new one in, we don't need to take that out. We ended up breaking it off because the line for the bottom has a weird kind of connector on it. I don't even know what it's called, but it's one of these connectors, if it'll focus. And basically, we need either a special tool or what we're gonna use, a pair of needle nose or a flathead, and try and disconnect this from the old fitting. This part right here is gonna go onto the new radiator, and hopefully we can take this part off from the old radiator.
Okay, so now what we're doing is actually we're just gonna back the Jeep up out of the shop so we can clean up the mess that I made earlier, so that we have a nice little clean area. So we're just gonna take this moment to clean the shop area.
It's very slick.
Dude, just use the tires.
Shoot the tires?
Yeah, use the tires as a grip.
There we go. So now we gotta clean all this up.
Look at how much actually got in there.
What?
Coolant. That's some dirty coolant too.
It is.
Oh, wow.
Actually fit.
That's awesome. Okay, so since we couldn't get this adapter off of the transmission line right here, so what we did was we just cut it, and luckily with our new fitting, it actually just fits right on pretty snug. So what we're going to do is just put a clamp on it to be safe, because we don't want to just put it on with no clamp. So that's what we're going to do. We're getting ready to install the new radiator. But first what we got to do is actually pull this fan, which I totally forgot. This is the new radiator we're actually putting in, and this is actually a lot better and a lot nicer than the old one. This is a 3-core versus a 1-core. All aluminum, very nice, I love it. And then in a second, I'm gonna grab the shroud with the fans on it. Aluminum shroud, which I have yet to take out of the box.
That's good. I mean, you probably lose everything if we took it out, so.
Yeah. So let's open this up. This is literally just like Christmas to me. I love very expensive adult Christmas. So here is the new aluminum shroud, which I love.
Yeah, you see how, wait, do they all have their own switch? So Zach wants to run an individual switch for each fan. I think that's stupid. I think you should wire them up, all up together, and run off one switch. That's the way I see it.
The reason why I want to run 3 switches.
You like your spaceship, I get it.
Yes. The other reason why is because just in case one fan goes out and stops functioning, then I'll at least have the functionality of running 2 fans, or 1 fan, or all 3 fans all at once.
If you wire it correctly, even if one dies, the other 2 will still be good.
Yes, but I like the switches.
So Zach got the shroud and radiator combo off good old eBay, and as is with eBay quality, the shroud does not line up with the radiator very well. And it also did not come with any of the nuts that we need. So we ended up taking some of the nuts off the old radiator, which just happened conveniently to fit the radiator bolts, and that's what we're doing. So as you can see, we got these old rusty ass nuts on this brand new aluminum radiator. So it's better than using zip ties, though. I'll give it that.
About using zip ties, but
Yeah, I know you were. We're better than that, Zach. At least today. Okay guys, so we got the radiator in. Everything's connected for the most part. The original brace that actually helps hold the hood together does not work with this aftermarket radiator because eBay life. So we had to actually go salvage some zip ties from some roofing shingles. We literally had to use the trick where you put like a screwdriver in the zip tie, and we took them out. And we're gonna be zip tying the radiator because at the moment, like, it moves a little bit, but the main concern is that pulley for the original fan. It gets very close to that shroud, and that's gonna be spinning at high rates of speed. So that's our main concern. So we're just gonna be zip tying through that hole, and my idea was to zip tie it around this part right here. Just gonna put it through there. Actually, should probably go the other way. Make more sense.
probably.
We'll get the condenser for the AC too. Oh, you know what? There's not a hole there. What? There's one right here. Okay, that'll work. I'm just zip tying random. So this is what happens when you work till 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Start zip tying everything together. So it's better than using zip ties, though. I'll give it that.
About using zip ties, but
Yeah, I know you were. We're better than that, Zach. At least today.
We're better than that, Zach. At least today.
Alright, so. Okay, I think that's. What do you think? That's not bad.
One eternity later.
What is up, you guys? So it's been a few days since we shot the video on how to install the new radiator on the Jeep, both things have been very, very busy, so I'm going to show you a little quick of what it looks like now with the new radiator installed. So the fans, so there's barely enough room for the fans to actually fit on there. So that piece right there is original that holds all this together. It didn't fit with the new radiator in it because it's a lot wider than that is. So what we did was the zip tied it in, so it's all good. So it holds now, it holds properly. And we got the 3 fans wired up to one switch inside the Jeep that goes right over here. See? So that is the radiator, new radiator installed. It's kind of like a little quick video on how it looks, but I gotta get going now. So that's gonna wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up on myself. Normally Gabe's right here wrapping up with me. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate all the support and all you guys sticking by and being very patient with us. We couldn't ask for a better audience, really couldn't. There's a lot more videos that are gonna come. We got a lot of videos and a lot of plans for the Miata, so stay tuned for that. And that's really gonna be it. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and kind of let's do that. But on that, peace out guys, and have a great day. I gotta get back to work.